Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
Escape of the Cursed Temple is one of my favorite Queen games. It's one of my favorite games to play. I really, really like it. Now, one of the upsides of this game that you're absolutely going to adore is just the frantic nature of it. It's so much fun to jump into this temple, have to do your thing, and then get out. And that's what this is about. You're stuck in a temple, it's crumbling around you, and you get to get out. And you're just frantically throwing these dice down. And it's so much fun, and it lasts 10 minutes. Sometimes you will spend more time just kind of going over the rules and setting up than you play. It's definitely a game that you'll want to play more than once in a row. It's just kind of set up that way. Now, when you're rolling the dice, you're trying to get what you want. Everybody's kind of on the honor system, right? So, because you don't have time to look what everybody else is doing. You got them being frozen. You got things that you don't want. Every time you roll the dice, you risk them being frozen, at least a portion of them, or in a tremendous amount of luck, all of them. In order to win the game, everybody has to escape. That's the name of the game, right? Escape the curse of the temple. And you are getting these gems and trying to run around, and then the music cues tell you when you have to run back to the center, and then you have to explode again. You can be in the same spot and help other people. There's a lot going on in just 10 minutes, and you're just frantically yelling, help, help, I need help, run over here. And somebody tries to run over there and help you. And it is so much fun. Everything that makes this a great game, everything about it, is also a negative, right? This is a rare game where everything that is good about it is also bad. Some people are not going to like the nature of 10 minutes only. Some people are not going to like the frantic nature of this. They're not going to like rolling the dice as fast as they can. They're not going to like having to yell and kind of, oh, hurry, I'm nervous, and that stressing out thing that you get. They're not going to like that. This is a really fun family game. Because it's timed and it's frantic, everybody kind of has to know the rules. There's a lot of expansions for this, a lot of modules that you can add. You kind of want to start with the base, add one. Okay, now I'm comfortable with that. Add another one or subtract one. But you want to kind of build up. You do not want to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this game because you can't stop and ask questions. I guess you could put the CD on pause and ready to stop. But that's not the game. The feeling of the game is, I'm here and I gotta go. I don't know what to do. And if you ask a question, you're literally wasting time in the game. So this is going to appeal to those people that don't mind that timed nature. You can't talk about this game without talking about the timed nature of this game. That's what it's about. Tremendously. Now, in the base game, you do get two modules with it. You get the curses, which add bad things and ways to make it harder. And you get the treasures, which makes things better and easier. So if you want a little bit harder experience, just add in the curses. If you want something a little bit easier, add in the treasure. You can add both to kind of balance that good and the bad out. I think it's meant to be played with both, but you could technically play with just one and ignore that aspect of the game. I don't recommend throwing those in at first unless you're playing with gamers and you guys are comfortable throwing them in. Just adds another complexity. I'd probably play at least once with just the base game before I throw those in. I think the game is fine without them. They're included in the base game that came with my copy at least. But it's also fun to throw those in. I mean, they do add a little wrinkle to the game that I think that you'll enjoy. This is a game I absolutely, absolutely recommend. I think this should be in most people's collection. It's my favorite game that's kind of timed like this. There is a zombie version of it. I'll do that in a separate review. But if you like that Indiana Jones feel and you want that franticness, it's only a 10-minute game. You can play it very quickly. This may scratch that itch for you. I'm going to highly recommend it. Now, if you look at this and you say, absolutely no way this is for me, then pass it on by. This is not going to be you. This is going to be just for those that want to play something a little bit frantic, a little bit out of the ordinary, that timed aspect. They want that stress. Some people like the stress of feeding their people in Agricola. Some people like that time fresh. It's something different in a game. Absolutely, 100% recommend this. And if you're not, I don't want to say you know who you are if you're going to like this game. It's the opposite. You know who you are if you're not going to like this game. If you think you're not going to like this game, try it. Try it at least 2 or 3 times. It'll be 30 minutes of your life. I think you can have a lot of fun with this one. Keeper for me, definite. So here are the components for Escape the Curse. I do like this cover quite a bit because the Indiana Jones feel. It's got this gold coloring to it. It does let you know that there's a soundtrack included for those of you that may still have CD players. I do like the insert of the box. I like that it's very colorful, and I like that it looks really good, and I use the artwork there. Components wise, the main components are going to be these tiles. They're very thick, very nice, double-sided. This is useful information on this side when you haven't turned them over yet. And the artwork is great. The icons you need to know are very big, very easy to see. The graphic artists and the planning in this game is just phenomenal. You're going to have a number of these workers. There's 5 different ones in different colors. You're going to have these awesome green jewels that are in this game. You've probably seen these in other games before, but they're very, very, very nice. You're going to get some custom dice. They have different sides on them. These are not stickers. These are actually ingrained in it. Very, very nice. You won't be able to use these in any other game. You're going to have these little cardboard things. They're fairly useless, but they are included. You're also going to get a soundtrack. For those that have CDs, ask your kids what this is. They may not know. You also have a timer in case you don't have a CD available. Very good stuff here. Everything is very high quality. It's one of the best productions that Queen has done. The rules are pretty simple, clear. I really like the way Queen does their rule books. I like how the curses and the treasure have their own little cheat sheet that can easily be passed around in the middle of a game if you have to. I would have liked a little play rate everybody had just because there's a little bit going on, just so it isn't like you have to waste the time passing it around, but it's fine. The rules are super clear. The game is really simple. The game is the timed aspect of it, so the rules never actually get in the way of that. So how you play this game, you start the workers out here. You're going to have the starting tile, and you're going to have 2 of the main tile, the entrance tile, and 2 of the starter tiles. There's 6 of them. What you're trying to do is escape through the exit to win the game. And you need people to escape to win. That's how you're going to play. The game's going to be exactly 10 minutes. You can use the CD, timer, or some other means. You're going to be rolling these dice on your turn, frantically trying to get spots that you want. Now, one thing you can do on your turn, let me explain the dice first. So this is the movement dice. This is the main mechanic you'll be using to move it. These. You're going to have a key and a torch that will be used for some rooms. The black ones, if you roll this, it's frozen and you can no longer roll the dice unless you roll one of these gold ones, and that will unlock 2 of the black ones. So what you'll be doing on your turn is rolling the dice. Now for this one, I need a running man and a key to get inside. This one just requires 2 running men. So I did a running man and a key. I can move my guy here as quickly as I can. I would roll the dice again. Now there are some audio cues that will happen in the CD that you'll have to come back to the center and do funny things before you get out. So you're frantically running where you can get stuck. Now a spot like this, if you're on it, you need to roll 4 of the torches to get one of these green spots right here. These green gems. Now if 2 people are there, you both can roll your die and pull them together. So that is something that you can do. If somebody was to escape, they can give one of their dice back to another player. And if you want to discover another location, you just have to use up 2 of your running men and then put this out. So you can also do that. If at any point there are too many cursed dice on the board, you may transfer 1 of these gems next to the depot and re-roll all the accursed dice. That's what those are going to do. At the end of the game, if all players escape, you win. So the game is really fun. The rules are not very hard. You're just frantically. So that would be hidden there, and I would need to move there. So now I could pick these up and just re-roll. Uh-oh, these 3 are locked now. So I only have 2 dice to work with unless somebody can come here and unlock them for me. So there's some like frantic cooperative team play going on. But it's a really fun game. It only lasts 10 minutes, and it's one of Queen's best games. This is one not to miss. The game also comes with Module 1, which are these curse tiles that you can use. At the beginning of the game, you would shuffle these curse cards and place them face down in a pile. Each time you reach a new chamber, you discover, if it shows a purple mask on it, you have these additional tiles that you were using. If it has this purple mask, it's very easy. Then you would get one of these curses that would be put on it, which you would need to break the curse before you can move on. If a player rolls all the dice by himself, you've lifted the curse and remove it. That's all there is to it. The second one is treasures. If you're on a pile like this, then you would take one of these treasures and you would need to unlock it based on whatever is there. So the 2 keys would be the lock on it. What you're going to get here with the curses, now some of these are going to do different things. So, for example, this one is a mask. After rolling a golden mask, you may re-roll one of your black dice. This one right here is the lost dice. Each die of yours that falls off the table is permanently lost. You would lose it. That's a pretty neat artwork. With this one, you have a cursed hand. You must place one hand on top of your head and keep it there until the curse is listed. This is a trap. You may not enter or discover a chamber. This one is you cannot talk. This is a broken die. Place one of your die on this car. Retrieve it only after you lifted the curse. So those will do different things for you. As for the treasures, they will help you. So this is a healing mask. All adventurers may re-roll all of their black masks. This treasure may serve as 2 key icons if you need it. This is take a magic gem from the depot and place it on the treasure tile. It's considered activated. Keep the tile in front of you until the end of the game. You have a teleport. Move your adventurer figure to any other chamber containing at least one other adventurer. They don't need to be next to each other. That's pretty exciting, right? And then the last one, I'll just show you here on the instructions, is you have a secret passage. Place a secret passage so it overlaps 2 adjacent chambers that have no, and it can be used by all adventurers. And then you have the double torches that works just like the double key. So this gives you a little bit something extra. It comes in the box with the game, but gives you a little bit something extra that you can utilize when you're playing. Who should buy this game? I think this game is for most gamers. I think even if this isn't your favorite genre, I think you're going to have fun with this one. You can play with the family. You can play with non-gamers. It can be a total filler for you where you just kind of throw it out there, have fun, maybe play it once or twice because it's quick. It's 10 minutes. Exactly. Every game is 10 minutes, no matter how good, bad, or poor you do at it. It's going to be 10 minutes. You know who you are if you don't want this. You know who you are because it's just chucking dice frantically. There's luck involved. There's some skill, but a lot of luck. But it's just a darn good time, and it's 10 minutes. So it's probably going to be the shortest game in your collection. For me, insta-buy. This should be in most players' collections. This is fantastic. Because this expansion is so small, I'm just going to do an opener and kind of show you what's in it and how it works. So what you're going to have with this one is the curses. And the curses are a mechanism to make the game a little bit more difficult and just a tad bit more complicated. So when you go to these places, you're going to get stuck there or have bad things happen to you unless you roll the combination you want. So it's going to take you a little bit more time to get through the temple here and add some negative things to you to make it more difficult. Some are better than others. You kind of know what's coming. It's a random pool of a chit that will come up. The components are good. The rules are very clear on what you're supposed to do. It could come up a lot. It could come up a little. You don't know. But I think that the curses add something if you want it to be a little bit more difficult than what the base game is, and you're looking for that extra wrinkle. This is what happens to come in the base game, or at least came in my base game. So I think most people are going to have it, want to try it out, and check it out. Because this is such a small expansion, I'm just going to talk about it for a couple minutes and show it to you. In this one, you get the treasure expansion for Escape the Curse of the Temple. This is going to make the game a little bit easier. So it's going to give you ways to hop around the board and to get things and move around a little bit easier. So if you're looking to make the game easier, you'll want to throw this expansion in, or if you want to weigh that out, you could throw it in with the curses. Right now, at least in my copy, it came with the base game, which is a great bonus. You can add this in if you want to make it a little bit easier to play, but it will add an extra component to the game. So it'll be a little bit more of a learning curve. Now, it's very easy. You just, you flip over the tile, it's a treasure, then you flip over a treasure and you see what it is. And if you don't have it memorized, you consult a little table. There's only, 6 different ones in the game. So it's not that difficult to add to the game. But if you're a novice gamer, it's a lot to download in 10 minutes, because you're trying to do a whole lot of stuff, and people may have some questions the first couple times. I don't know that I would add this in the first time you play, but if you're starting to look for some variety and you want an extra wrinkle and you want to make the game easier, then I think the treasure expansion would help out.